Chapter 7, Mishnah 6. The next Mishnah mentioned in Mishnah 2 was Birkas Kohanim, the blessing given by the Kohanim. This Mishnah teaches some differences between how the blessing was said in the temple and how it is said outside the temple. How is Birkas Kohanim performed? In the rest of the country, i.e. outside the temple, the Kohanim say it as three separate blessings, pausing after each of the three verses for the people to answer Amen. But in the temple, they said all the verses together as one long blessing, because the practice in the temple was not to answer Amen after blessings. In the temple, the Kohen says the name of God as it is written, Yud K Vav K. But in the rest of the country, the Kohen uses its alternative, Aleph Daled Nun Yud. When reciting the blessing, the Kohanim have to raise their hands. This was done differently in the temple than elsewhere. In the rest of the country, the Kohanim raise their hands as high as their shoulders. But in the temple, they raise their hands above their heads. Except for the Kohen Gadol, who did not raise his hands higher than the tzitz, a gold plate he wore on his forehead, because the name of God was written on the tzitz, and it is not proper to raise one's hands above the name of God. The next Tana disagrees. Rabbi Yehuda says, even the Kohen Gadol raised his hands above his head, higher than the tzitz. The Mishnah gives the source for the basic law that a Kohen must raise his hands for Birkas Kohanim. This is because it is stated, Aaron raised his hands toward the people and blessed them. See Leviticus chapter 9, verse 22.